We have some breaking news. Tesla's officially released 10 brand new features to the 2027 Tesla Model Y Juniper, and some are calling it the refreshed Juniper. So trust me, you're gonna wanna watch until the end because these are all huge and worth the upgrade. So let's dive right in. Starting off with the first update, and that is a bigger display screen. The premium all-wheel drive and premium rear-wheel drive trims are also receiving a major hardware trickle down. The center display screen has been upgraded to the 16-inch screen found in the new Model Y Performance. This changes the screen size from 15.4 inches to 16 inches. But it's not just a screen size update, it comes with a QHD display rather than a full HD one. Quad High Definition, or QHD, offers significant benefits: superior image sharpness, greater detail, and more screen space for multitasking. This move appears to be a direct effort to unify the Tesla model lineup following the launch of the Model Y L earlier last year in China, which had the entire North America completely jealous. When the long wheelbase variant arrived, it set a new standard for Tesla, featuring upgraded materials and functionality. Now, Tesla was inspired by this and is now bringing the standard wheelbase models up to the same level of luxury. Now, I get it, 0.6 inches may seem minor on paper, but it adds about 3 square inches to the screen, an increase of 2.63% in area. However, that's only part of the story. The new display also has thinner bezels, higher contrast, and higher resolution than the previous display screen. Thinner bezels and larger display make the Teslas feel more modern and lets all Model Ys and likely future Model 3s share the same display. Moving on, we have the release of the 7-seater Model Y Juniper in the US. But it's not what you expect. Tesla has reintroduced a 7-seater version of the Model Y SUV in the United States, which is now the cheapest 3-row model in Tesla's entire lineup. That said, it's not exactly what we or the internet were expecting. In short, this is not the same as the China-only Model Y L, which has 6 seats and an additional 7 inches of wheelbase compared to the standard model. The Model Y L is just 3 inches shorter than the Model X, and it actually has a usable third row. Tesla decided to simply put on an extra pair of seats in the trunk of the regular US spec Model Y, making said seats unusable if you happen to be older than 5. I think this image perfectly illustrates that. It's the same move that Tesla made with the pre-facelift Model Y, and that didn't exactly do too well. Tesla fans didn't hold back on X when they announced the launch of the new Model Y version. Some users said pointless without the bigger YL wheelbase, and another user said no one wants this version. They want the Model YL. You're literally wasting your time. Now, I don't exactly blame them for this outrage. I sat on the Model Y 7-seater before. My head rests on the rear glass in the normal seating position. The 7-seat option is now available for an additional $2,500, and only if you go for the premium all-wheel drive trim. Now it's the new year and Tesla's bringing improvements to their lineup, but what improvements can we bring to our bodies? Now, I'll be the first to admit I had a bit of a seafood diet over the holidays, meaning if I saw it, I would eat it. And it was mostly junk food that left me sluggish. But it's time to be healthy again with the support of AG1. Even if you missed the new year, there's no right time for better health. There's just now. 1 scoop of AG1 in the morning with 8 to 12 ounces of cold water adds up to whole body health support from 75 plus vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and whole food sourced ingredients. I already have been taking AG1 first thing in the morning for energy, and in case you didn't know, energy production starts at the cellular level and influences the ability to physically and mentally perform, which is kind of key for our day-to-day jobs. AG1 Next Gen contains an enhanced B complex to support energy without the afternoon crash. Now, there are 4 delicious flavors to choose from: original, citrus, berry, and tropical, which is my personal favorite. Now, I have some good news for you guys. If you go to drinkag1.com/Iman or scan the QR code, you will get 3 free AG1 travel packs and 3 free AGZ travel packs and AG1 welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription order. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video. Moving on, we have an update Tesla owners have been asking about for a while now, and that is a black headliner. The new Tesla Model Y Premium and Performance trims will now come standard with a black headliner instead of the standard old gray headliner. Tesla owners often criticize for clashing with the black interior and making the interior feel less premium. Now, to be honest, I have not noticed this to be a major issue, but might be a welcome change when I see it in person. Now, it looks like the theme for this new update is to make the Model Y Juniper more stealthier, which brings us to our next update, which replaces any silver badging like the Tesla T in some markets and any naming in the rear, like the dual motor badge, it will now be swapped over to a matte black finish instead. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know we love matte black over here instead of silver or chrome any day when it comes to badging, handles, and especially rim colors. Which actually brings us to our next new feature, and that is the removal of the silver helix wheels. Now, I actually got the silver helix rims for my Tesla Model Y Juniper, but I wish I didn't, since not only are the cross flow wheels more comfortable, free, and provide more range, and also the helix rims are more expensive. Now, the only reason I still went for it is because it was the last one remaining in the launch series from the inventory that had a quicksilver exterior and white interior combo during the time of delivery. But if, despite all of that, you still prefer the helix wheels over the cross flow, Tesla will be changing them to the dark gray turbine style wheels, which will complete the full stealth look, offering a factory aesthetic that previously required owner modification. Now, personally, I would prefer black helix wheels to match the old induction wheels. I mean, even to cover my silver helix wheels, I've added black covers, and take a look at how mean it looks. Moving on, the next update will probably shock you, and a lot of Tesla owners have mixed feeling about this, and that is the removal of the ability to buy FSD. Yes, you heard that correctly. Tesla will stop selling full self-driving as a one-time purchase of $8,000 USD starting next month. So if you've been thinking about buying Tesla's full self-driving software, you've got a month to do it before its licensing turns into the tech industry's worst nightmare, a subscription. Elon announced on X that Tesla plans to remove the ability to purchase FSD outright after February 14th, following a subscription model only right after. A subscription isn't new for FSD. Tesla has been offering this since late 2022. Now, the trend is the auto industry has been moving towards subscription for quite some time now, especially for driver assistance technology. Other automakers like Ford and GM already do this today with the pricing models for their respective driver aids. And the reason being, it unlocks recurring revenue streams, which investors love to see, and it may make it easier to snag new buyers than a hefty one-time fee of $8,000. Now, I get it, it is annoying to realize you're paying monthly for premium connectivity and other subscriptions like Netflix, Spotify, or Amazon, and then soon you'll see your monthly cost for subscriptions start creeping up fast. However, despite all of that, it's still worth it to get the subscription since you can cancel it at any time. Now, it's cheaper in the short run and the long run since you would need to use FSD just over 6.5 years to enjoy it for free if you were to purchase it outright. And on top of all this, you would not have to worry about whether Tesla will allow you to transfer FSD if you end up buying a new model. Up next, we have a list of perks if you were to buy the new Model Y Juniper or pretty much any Tesla from the lineup. You will now get $500 off if you're part of the military, first responder, healthcare, teacher, or a student. Next, you'll get a full self-driving trial, which is a free 1-month trial of FSD supervised. And third, you get free full self-driving transfer. Now, if you already have FSD, you can transfer from your current Tesla to your new one, and it's only available for a limited time. And you can also get up to $10,000 deduction in interest per tax year. Lastly, premium connectivity trial is still there. It hasn't really changed. You still get a free 1-month trial. And with that, Tesla has updated their warranty, showing even more confidence in their build quality. The updated basic limited vehicle warranty applies to all Tesla Model 3 and Model Y vehicles delivered from January 1st, replacing Tesla's previous 4-year or 80,000 kilometer coverage. Under the new structure, owners can drive without worrying about any miles or kilometer caps during the 5-year term, while Teslas used for commercial purposes are covered for 5 years or 150,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. The warranty covers a wide range of Tesla systems, including corrosion protection, exterior paint durability, and multimedia and infotainment components. Tesla's also bundled the update with 5 years of 24/7 roadside assistance across both Australia and New Zealand. All include Tesla's guarantee that battery capacity will remain at or above 70% during the warranty period. Now, whether this expanded warranty will make its way to Canada and the United States remains to be seen. Tesla typically adjusts warranty terms regionally based on market norms, competition, and regulatory environments. Moving on, we have a major one, and that is the release of AI5 hardware coming in 2026. But the caveat is, it's coming to a limited number of units. The AI5 hardware is projected to be between 3 to 5 times more capable than AI4 hardware, and in some specific inference workloads, up to 40 times faster than hardware 4. This substantial power increase is designed to enable larger neural networks and handle more complex real-time data processing for full autonomy. Now, the chips will be built in parallel by both TSMC and Samsung to ensure supply chain resilience and speed. Up next, we have a long-awaited one, and that is Tesla finally driving themselves to you on delivery. Tesla stated in 2025 that fully autonomous driving would be available for millions of Tesla in the second half of 2025, with self-deliveries potentially starting soon after. However, we're in 2026, so the goalpost has been moved as of now. FSD still remains supervised, which requires driver attention, but tests for unsupervised driving and autonomous deliveries have been underway. So let's see how soon Tesla starts this. Moving on, Tesla will be changing the emergency latches to open your doors in future models. NHTSA opened a defect petition specifically investigating the safety of Tesla's electronic door latches. The investigation was triggered by reports of occupants being trapped in Teslas during low voltage power failures, unable to locate the emergency release in a safe and timely fashion. But Tesla's design team appears to already be working on a solution to this problem. Head of design Franz acknowledged the issue and mentioned that Tesla was already working on engineering a solution to bridge the gap between electronic convenience and mechanical safety. The likely path forward is the unification of the electronic and mechanical latches into a single interface, so it's not that confusing for passengers moving forward. Now let me know which update you're looking most forward to down below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button.